That's why we celebrate Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, kids.
But didn't we drive out thousands of Native Americans to have the modern civilization that we have today?
Yes, but it's not our fault. We're the ones living today, but it's not our fault.
But we are doing the same with the homeless, the immigrants, the working class. We're feeding off of them for our own benefit.
That's a bleak outlook on our American dream.
But what of the dream? The dream of modern civilization. That's what I call into question.
How are you to live in what you reject?
This is precisely the dilemma. How can you call into question modern civilization without jeopardizing the benefits that it gives you? Gandhi gives us insight to what we have to give up in order to maintain the modern civilization that we have today. Gandhi states, "We rarely find people arguing against themselves. Those who are intoxicated by modern civilization are not likely to write against it. Their care will be to find out facts and arguments in support of it, and this they do unconsciously, believing it to be true. A man, whilst he is dreaming, believes in his dream. He is undeceived only when he is awakened from his sleep. A man laboring under the bane of civilization is like a dreaming man." What we usually read are the works of defenders of modern civilization, which undoubtedly claims among its votaries very brilliant and even some very good men. The writers hypnotize us, and so, one by one, we are drawn into the vortex. It can be interpreted that Gandhi believes the benefits of modern civilization come with the trade-off of human thought. In order to retain the benefits, a person unconsciously believes arguments in support of modern civilization over arguments that are against it. Gandhi describes their belief as a dream. To acknowledge that there are disadvantages and costs of modern civilization is to turn those disadvantages onto the self. Instead, supporting arguments for modern civilization to maintain the benefits usurps a beneficiary's own personal thought. In another excerpt, Gandhi describes the fluidity of people's views. He states, "These people change their views frequently. It is said that they change them every 7 years. These views swing like the pendulum of a clock and are never steadfast. The people would follow a powerful orator or a man who gives them parties, receptions, etc. As are the people, so is their parliament." Gandhi's interpretation of the English's view is like the pendulum of a clock, meaning that it sways back and forth depending on the parliament or anyone of high standing. This is very reminiscent of the Marxist view of the history of ideas. Gandhi's simile of a pendulum represents the English's cycle of changing opinion from the opposing to the supporting. His point about Parliament is an example of how the ruling class dominates the school of thought for all. Parliament or anyone of high standing choose the dominating school of thought, but only recycle the old. With respect to modern civilization, this fluidity of thought shows that an individual's dependency for their views is based on modern civilization as it develops.
The homeless, the immigrants, the working class, we're feeding off of them for our own benefit.
Like its own entity, Gandhi believes that modern civilization, as it changes over time, will require the individual to change their thoughts, change their views in order to retain the benefits that the civilization provides.